State boys, round 10, the Anzac round. You barely survived, darling, and now you're in the deep end. Let's look at the math, because the math doesn't lie. Welcome to Texas, 125 laps of the grind, where the lawnmower trap will leave your chassis behind. Dip your left tires on that apron space, and you'll snap hook the wall and end your whole race. You've got 3 mandatory stops, 25 seconds of fuel, but half of this grid is driving blind like a fool. You gotta dive off turn 4 from the 24 degrees, but you'll lock up the rears and drop straight to your knees. So what's your chaos average? Let's do the math. Divide your destruction by your trips down the path. Your base incidents plus the penalty points times 10. You call yourselves pros, you call yourselves stars. Race averages prove you're just junk in the cars. It's a mathematical metric of pure disgrace, and I'm calling you out right to your face. Let's talk about the rivalries, the egos, the pride. Craig Roth and Kay Donnelly, nowhere to hide. Every time that you meet, it's a guaranteed wreck, smashing into each other with no reality check. And what about Phelps, the championship king? Stopped his own engine trying to stretch the fuel string. And Wellman, the champ, caught hole in the bag, screwing up his pit entry and catching a black flag. Now step to the podium, the hall of disgrace. Let's look at your average destruction per race. Jake Kenny, the absolute worst of the lot. 43-20 average, completely loose in the plot. The red flag magnet who forgets how to brake. How much more carnage can the stewards take? Then there's Nick Burling, the gap crumbler clown. 37 average, just taking the whole field down. Adam Malone, the Southern Stars residents messed. At 25.88, he's failing the test. A permanent guest in the penalty room. Every time he gets close, it spells certain doom. And Tony Raffio, the father, the wall painting boss. On the wall painting boss, 22.1 average, total write-off loss. You're a mid-pack mosh pit of rolling debris, while Perry's at Toyver just sipping his tea. You complain about the aero push, you cry about the tight line, but the telemetry shows the setups are fine. You're burning your right fronts, you're cooking the tread. If you don't shadow the draft, your race is already dead. So what's your chaos average? Let's do the math. Divide your destruction by your trips down times 10. You call yourselves pros, you call yourselves stars. Race averages prove you just junk in the cars. Texas Motor Speedway, adjust your rear brake bias so you're catching the fence. Stay off the apron.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Oh, think twice. It's just another day
You and me in paradise. Another day for you and me in paradise. It's just another day for you and me. She calls out to the man in the street.
You experience the silence and the serenity, but then the suspense builds as you anticipate a field of 600 horsepower V8s dominating on NASCAR ovals. This is the OzOvals V8 Supercar Oval Racing Series. Are you ready?
And we are under green here at Phoenix Raceway. Oh, blown motor. Stick a fork in him, he's done. Karma being served up there, I think. Oh, they've taken each other out there across the infield. This is tragic.
Good evening, race fans. Welcome back for round 10 of the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series, brought to you by Inside Lane Productions. Joining myself, Paul Jackson, in the booth tonight. Got Kobe Jordan in behind the cameras once more, and James Watson in the Everything Simulated broadcast booth. How you going, James?
I'm going all right. This one's going to be an interesting one. Texas, you never can quite predict how a race at Texas is going to go. You know, it always tends to act differently with the difference in banking in 1 and 2 compared to 3 and 4. So it really just depends on how well we're able to get through 1 and 2, handle the dirty air, and not completely incinerate your right front. So we'll see how everyone deals with that as the race unfolds.
Well, here at Texas, 125 laps, 4 sets of tyres, roughly 25 to 30 laps on fuel, 2.35 kilometres, so 1.5 mile track. But as they say in Texas, yeehaw! Last week at Darlington, we had Sean Signori take the checkered flag, with Andy Barber coming home second and Craig Roffey in third. Championship points at the moment, Ruben Phelps still sitting on top there, 21-point lead over Gary Wellman. Troy Davidson, your top 3. Ryan Barber, Matty Ray, your top 5. Perry Anastakis, 6th. Craig Roffey, Kim Roffey, Cade Donnelly, and Adam Malone jumping up into the top 10. Keys to the race here for Texas. So smooth throttle application critical on turn 4 exit. You don't want to get your wheels spinning, killing the momentum coming onto the front stretch, and exit speed out of turn 4 will define the overall lap time.
Key number 2, managing dirty air and maintaining front end grip in traffic. That's what I was alluding to at the top of the show. Dirty air is likely going to be pretty tough to deal with, you know. Oh, that's always the issue you hear about at Texas. So I can't imagine it's going to be too big of a pack race like we've seen at a lot of the other mile and a halves. This is likely going to be a heavy conservation race.
Well, as you say, conservation race, and there it is, long tyre runs. So drivers are going to save those tyres over the early stint. Going to be better off towards the end of that stint. So big fall off on those tyres, especially the right side. We have something special for you guys at home. So as we all know, yesterday was Anzac Day. So sit back and we have a tribute video to play for you guys. Enjoy.
Here we gather on this hallowed day to pay our respects on Anzac Day. Aussies and Kiwis, we gather as one and remember the fallen at the rising sun. Of those who paid the ultimate price, with stories of bravery and sacrifice, of wars fought long ago, we still wonder why so many brave people needed to die. Today's not about politics, anger or debate, but reflection, two up, and beers with your mates. To some we remind, it's not a day off. It's to commiserate and remember your freedom had costs. Our nation's identity was born on a beach overseas, at a small piece of land they call Gallipoli, and tragedy happened, and some say we lost, but our lads did their job, no matter the cost. Stories of those who lied and joined at 15, chasing adventure and a boyhood dream, with no idea why they wanted to settle the score. The enemy's name irrelevant, there will always be more. The little girl wears the medals her granddad earned and watches the soldiers who've recently returned. Too young to understand or ever ask why, waves her flag and cheers as they proudly march by. The passage of time slowly welcomed the rest of the diggers. The great wars are no more, but their memories linger. Korea, Vietnam, and the ongoing Middle East. Will we ever find a way to just live in peace? So we say our prayers and look to the skies, but for the grace of God, it could be you or I. And lest we forget those who currently serve, we give our thanks and respect It's what they deserve.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Thanks for tuning in tonight for round 10 of the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series. Here we are at Texas, qualifying underway. 3 minutes to go. Adam Malone sitting at top at the moment. A few drivers still yet to set times, but with being Anzac Day yesterday and the long weekend, all those lucky ones who get the carryover, public holiday tomorrow. Some of us have to work, unfortunately. But all the drivers out there, a few of them got out their paintbrushes and changed up their liveries on their cars for this evening's race here at Texas. So it just makes our job a little bit harder, James.
Yeah, I think we're used to it at this point. They at least kept the wheel rims differently. Not that that ever really helped me before.
Yeah, it does make it a little bit easier for us. But with our picks tonight for round 10, what we want also from the audience tuning in tonight. So we've got our usual trivia, but we also want the audience to jump in and vote for their favourite paint job as well that they see on track. So as you watch the race and as that unfolds, put your picks in the chat, and that'll help towards maybe lucky driver taking away a little prize for their efforts and their paints as well. But tonight's picks for the race here at Texas, we'll bring in Kobe first. So how you going, Cobes?
Give me a second. Hey boys, how you doing? Tonight I've gone with Troy Davison. So far in the league, he is winless, but being third in the championship, I'm sure he's got something in him. So tonight might be his night. I'm hoping so, and that's why I'm making him my pick. Over to you, James and Paul.
Alright, hopefully he can get the job done, and you can see there he's got his Anzac paint on as well with those red rims. So nicely done. James, your pick for this evening?
I'm going to go ahead and give the Watson curse to the man top of the charts right now, Adam Malone.
Alrighty, well, hopefully Adam can get the job done. Last week he was looking pretty strong, but unfortunate couldn't make that happen. So maybe tonight's the night. And for myself, after a very early race incident last week, we going Giuseppe Maiolo, so he'll be hungry for a decent finish tonight, and a win will definitely be a decent finish for him. So with that said, I've got to say some of those paints out there look pretty good, and I think my favourite Even though everyone's worked pretty hard on those paints, I'd have to say my favourite is actually Giuseppe's. That Army Camo just seems to be doing it for me tonight. Looks pretty eye-catching, that one. You got any favourites out there, James?
So far I really like the Simboys and what they've got, and of course the Phelps and Maddie's paints as well.
Alrighty, well, qualifying's wrapped up, and we've got the Mike Gremlin Barber starting grid. So Adam Malone takes pole. So a little bit of a change up there, shook things up, and Ruben Phelps still on the front row there, going to be starting alongside. Giuseppe Maiolo and Andy Barber on the second row. Sean Signori and Craig Roffey on the third row. Troy Davidson and Ryan Barber on the fourth row. Tony Roffey and Cade Donnelly on the fifth row.
On row 6, we have the 16 of Todd Maxfield and the 21 of Barry Donnelly. The 1 of Gary Wellman and the 099 of Kim Roffey on row 7. Row 8 has the 09 of Brad Fenley and the 88 of Jake Atkinson. Welcome back, Jake. 34 of Jacob Dean and the 222 of Nicholas Walsh on row 9. Rounding out the top 20 is the 144 of Perry Anastakis and the 600 of Nick Burling. 6 of Tom Pritchard and the 90 of Nigel Patton, row 11. Row 12 has the 022 of Barry Neal and the 83 of Matty Raymond. 27 of Derek Jacobs and the 242 of Colin Bennett on row 13. And rounding out the field is Scott McClintock in 27th.
Nice. Well, hope everyone got a good look at those paint jobs there through our starting grid. Yeah, all look pretty good there. And a few drivers sneaking in late there as well. Didn't see a couple of those drivers earlier on in the practice. It's 125 laps there, James. Going to be a good show for everyone at home.
Absolutely can't wait, and cannot wait to see the first time through turn 2 on the cold tires and see if anyone smacks the wall there.
Well, if they don't smack the wall, they're probably going to chew up that right front early.
Why not both?
Well, why not both? We got 3 screens going on here. Look at this, Kobe's
wow,
pretty busy. Yep, pace car is off. Round 10, Texas Motor Speedway. About to go green flag, 125 laps. And we are off. Adam Malone taking us away.
Ooh.
In a nice start there.
Wow, massive checkup. Puts us 3 wide at the start. I have no idea what on earth happened with that.
I think I almost saw Giuseppe get a little bit sideways, maybe catching the grass there, but he got a good start there. So I don't know if that checked up things behind, but yeah, didn't affect himself too much. So one of the Barbers
Ooh.
having a little bit of trouble there as well.
Yeah.
Take a moment, things will settle in. But, yeah, good start there. Adam Malone, Giuseppe Milo, Ruben Phelps getting a nice little early lead.
Yeah, already a pretty hefty spread. You see pretty much the top 3 have run away.
Well, it's a matter of do they keep running away, or do they save a little bit now? Like, we've got a bit of a break here, and they could ease off a little bit, try and do a little bit of a save, because sometimes that's a hard thing to do as the race leader. You got the pressure of the whole field behind you, wanting to put the pace on. So
not only get the apron right there behind Brad Fenley, that's going to allow him to get to the inside of Fenley. Macy, wow, that's interesting. He's on the apron that time as well. It almost looks like he's kind of purposefully doing that, trying to hook it and help him rotate a little better. It's interesting strategy. It's kind of working so far. A huge run on Wellman right there.
I'm gonna say that was a big close up on that gap, wasn't it?
Yeah, almost too quickly.
Maybe he knows something we don't know.
Potentially. See, meanwhile, right behind him, Fenley went way high, almost running the Larson line. Something unfathomable here. It did not quite work for him. See, Donnelly continuing to wrap the apron. Goes right by Gary.
I think Jacob Dean as well made the move there as well on Wellman. So saw the door was open and came through on the inside.
Yeah, he's picking them up and putting them down, but you gotta wonder how that's gonna affect his tire wear, especially with how hard he's pushed. That time he's completely on the apron. And that is, yeah, it's definitely sketchy and nerve-wracking to all get out if you're anywhere close to him, because you can't imagine he's gonna be able to do that the whole time without something happening. Whoa, that time he got a little loose right there.
Well, things at the front are starting to shake up a little bit. Sean Signori's on the back of Phelps there, and then I think Troy Davidson and Tony Roffey closed the gap here, but Giuseppe for the lead. He's looking at the window, trying to go around the outside on Malone, but couldn't quite get that done.
Yeah, this time he is able to get it done. Adam Malone up to the front.
And there's Giuseppe to the inside of Malone now. And Sean Signori on the inside of Phelps as well. So a couple of passes up the front.
Whoa! Big contact from, I think, Maxfield into Donnelly. Yeah, there might be damage on the right front of the 16 now. Not sure if that's actual damage or just how the paint is making the fender look. Yeah, that is absolutely damage. I think that thing is center punch, and you see both corners, the right front and the left front, are kind of bent inward, where you can see almost half of the contact patch.
Well, missed that one. Maybe Kobe can find that one for us. If he can work some magic.
Oh,
We'll see if we can spot it on the 131 retro replay. I think there's already a little bit of damage there. So that looks maybe a bit not damaged there.
Oh, I reckon! Oh, Fenley and
big
Barry
wreck.
Donnelly
Oh.
hard into the wall. Oh, and they're
And
still
Burling.
wrecking. Yeah.
I think the luck run out there for Barry Donnelly.
Yeah, you see him already in the wall way early. Hardly out of the corner before that. Oh, yeah, the car just shoots straight up down into Fenley.
And Nick Burlin come flying head in. Big impact there as well. That's going to bring out the yellow flag. First caution for tonight here at Texas. Lap 12.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where Nick was trying to go on that, because you could see the smoke from that view, so you would have figured he would have tried to maybe turn to the left there instead. Unfortunately, guessed wrong and put himself directly in the line of fire right there.
Well, an early caution. I'd say going to be a bit of a splash here. Don't think anyone will be game to take a set of tyres and might keep that one up their sleeve for a bit later. So we'll probably see most of the field come in now. And might see if we can bring a driver up into the booth while we're under caution, eh? Let's see who we can grab there. We'll let Kobe do the magic and he can surprise us who he's going to invite up here. Alrighty, Gary Wellman, Blocker in the booth. How you going?
Yeah, good, Jacko. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. How's Texas going for you tonight?
Not too bad so far. Had a few technical issues start of the night, so I didn't really get any practice in, so I'm sort of feeling my way a bit at the moment.
Yeah, well, we've raced Texas a few times, so we know the track, but sometimes it can just feel a little bit different after a while, and it's always a bit of a guessing track sometimes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's sort of nice to have an early-ish caution to get a bit of a gauge on a few things, but yeah, no, it should be all right. You know, the field will sort itself out, and we should hopefully get some long green flag runs.
Yeah, nice. The Simboy Anzac paints look pretty good out there too.
Yeah, Kay did a good job on them. It was a bit of a quick effort, but yeah, they look pretty good, I think. So yeah, I haven't even had a chance to jump in and have a look at my own yet, but yeah, the rest look good. So
well, make sure he didn't stitch up something on your car.
yeah, I think it's 45 on it or something, but that's all right. Everyone knows who I am, I think.
Yeah. We'll see the one back on there next week, I'm sure.
Yeah, I reckon so, mate. Yeah, see how the 45, see if she brings me some luck again, mate.
Maybe Ruben paid him some coin under the table to put the wrong number on your car to try and get some bonus points.
Yeah, well, who knows? But yeah, no, he's looking pretty good tonight, Ruben. So we'll see how we go. It'd be nice to be able to stick with these front boys now that we've caught back up to the pack again, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes.
Easy done. Well, we're about to go green. We'll chuck you back. Thanks for having a chat.
Righto, boys. Have a good one. See you.
Good luck. And we'll give him the boot. So that was Gary Wellman joining us in the booth for a quick chat under caution.
It's ironic that he went and now everyone's gonna know it's me, because when I loaded into practice, I went, "Who's the 45?"
Well, pace car lights are off. Giuseppe Maiolo is going to be taking us to green flag. Sean Signori on long side there on the front row this time. Just got to watch out for that grass cutting. Don't want to cut that corner too early. And much better start there from everyone, looks like. So, all bunched up.
Yeah.
Mississippi getting a great start there.
Yeah, it looked like there was a near checkup about mid-pack, but thankfully nowhere near as drastic as it was on the initial start. Oh boy, we're already 3 wide here.
I was looking, and I thought we could almost have pushed 4 wide then, but it fizzled out to 2 each.
Yeah, technically you can. It's just not going to work out well when we get back to here.
Yeah, I don't think I'd like 4 wide at Texas. Definitely be someone in the
No.
wall.
Yeah. Because if you can't keep it out of the... You already struggle enough to keep it out of the wall just running the bottom. Now just imagine the top with 3 cars inside of you. That's not going to work out well. So I look forward to that being clipped out of context.
That's for the blooper show at the end of the season, isn't it?
You say bloopers, but I'm going to say it's my greatest hits reel. Because all the bloopers are going to be me.
Well, I'm sure I can put my foot in my mouth somewhere along the lines. But trivia, we haven't even done the question yet. We don't have one. Well, I asked you that at the start if we had trivia. You said yes, Scopes. Now you're saying we don't have one. Yeah, well, that's what I thought, the paint. Yeah.
I thought I...
Well, where's the box? Can you make a quick box for that? As we said, who's got the best Anzac paint out there? So we'll have a look at the chat, and I'm sure Sean Signori's just put himself in there. 17's the one to watch, and Matty Raymond from Taylor, and Graham Motorsports Southern Stars boys. So a couple of picks of that, James.
I'm right there with you, Paul, because I thought I heard that too. I'm like, huh, we're doing a giveaway for trivia and best car? Wow.
Yeah, Kobe's feeling generous, but maybe not. Just like practice isn't qualifying, Kobe. We get practice, then qualifying, then race. Maybe next week we can get that one. But, we've got another pick coming through for Giuseppe.
Ooh.
The paint there as well. All right.
Meanwhile, Junior caught the wall a little bit off of turn 4. Wasn't that much of a hit, but I'm surprised because, you know, 3 and 4 is typically so much easier and so much more enjoyable around this track, because in most cars you can pretty much go flat out because of how much banking there is, and it's such a contrast to 1 and 2 that's way wider and a lot more flat. And because it's newer asphalt, there's just so little grip in it, so you really only have like a lane and a half, maybe 2 to work with. Occasionally, sometimes the third line will open up, but most times there really isn't a whole lot to work with, and you're just really having to work with the car to get around the corner because it never does what you want it to do here at 1 and 2. So seeing him kind of brush the wall off before, it's a bit surprising.
Well, just looking at those driver cams that popped up, I think one of them was an onboard view of Walshy. And then I think we got the over-the-shoulder maybe of Wellman, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm not sure who the other one is. Kobe's nodding my ear. He's clueless on that one too. I was going to actually suggest when we bring those up, we should have a name box as well to go, okay, that's such and such. Then we can see who we're looking at too.
Or maybe just have them put a little sticky note on their rig that says who they are.
Well, I'm sure Houdini can help with that one. Tyson Carey. He can get out his little yellow post-it notes and slap them on there.
Yeah, we definitely
won't. There.
Yeah, I think they were going by. I think that might have been the lap car Nick Burling that they were going by that might have messed things up. Is here we have a battle for the lead. Phelps passing Maiolo, and here comes Sean. Whoa! Big move from Sean. Almost contact.
Yeah, I don't think Giuseppe was expecting that sand in, and he pushed up high a bit, and that let Malone through as well.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad move from Sean. Like, it wasn't all that late. What kind of messed things up was while the descent wasn't late, the turn-in was late. Like, he kind of stayed up in the middle before he turned down, and that's right when Giuseppe was starting his turn-in. So they both kind of just met in the middle there and shot the 992 up the track.
Well, the other onboard's Phelpsy. So, thank you, Mandy. Not used to not seeing the old Logitech wheel that he used to drive with once upon a time.
Whoa, we're going to be almost 3 wide here down the backstretch, midfield. And a huge battle between Maxfield, Neal. Matty Raymond also trying to make his way up through as well.
Molo moving back up into third, getting the pass done on Adam Malone, and Craig Roffey's hot on the heels of this pack as well at the front. A bit further back, Troy Davidson. There's a lap car there of Burling, I think, as well. In behind. And you got Wellman. I think another lapped car there as well. So a couple of lap cars in the mix inside the top 10 there. That'll shake things up a little bit.
You see Sean all over the back of Phelps. See, that time Phelps kind of exited a little higher off of 2 than Sean. Sean took kind of a more shallow exit, and it looked like it gave him a little bit of a run there, but ultimately not enough for him to look to make that move for the lead. He's making it now, though.
Yep, he's gone to the inside. He's going to get the run into the corner, getting a push from Giuseppe as well, and Adam Malone all on the inside of Phelps. Another vote there for the SRM paint jobs.
Meanwhile, Barry Donnelly has officially retired from tonight's race, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think after that hit with the wall and Brad Fenley and then Burling, I'd say that car would be pretty toast there with the blown engine almost.
I think that's quite the understatement.
There's worse. Is it driver dead?
Oh yeah, you didn't see the tarps?
No red flags, just yellow. So I think the ambulance got him out of the car.
That's how good the safety crew is. They don't even need a red flag to get him out. Oh, look at that. There's almost nothing between Maiolo and Phelps right now.
See, looking at the inside, but not quite close enough to make a dive for the...
Oh, look at Sean. He's up the track a little bit. Missed the bottom, and that might give the run to Phelps. He's looking. And he's sending it. Phelps side by side, and it looks like he's going to have the pass just about done. And he will. Looks like Sean slid up again just a little bit. And now here comes Maiolo.
Well, if you make a mistake, you leave that door open. You're going to have a welcoming committee of the drivers behind you. They're going to obviously make the move. Get that pass done. And Giuseppe looking for the lead.
You said it. So far, so good for your pick right now.
Hasn't got the pass done just yet. Still alongside Phelps at the moment.
Oh,
so he's got the nose in front there.
Almost 3 wide off of 4 towards the midfield. It's a spirited scrap that a lot of the Southern Stars find themselves in right now. You see, Kim is really making that extreme highline work. Working it a lot better than I would have thought possible.
Andy Barber going to get the pass done on Barry Neal. And Matty Ray looking there as well.
See now Matty Ray up trying that really high lane, trying to get to the outside of Pritchard. And he's there. He made it work.
Yeah, coming into 3 though. Tom's definitely got the run there, so he's going to slot back in behind.
Yeah, the higher lane for defense works a lot better in 1 and 2 because of the flatter banking, but in 3 and 4, because of the fact that you're able to basically flat-foot and keep up so much momentum, the act of the shorter way around the track is just so much more overpowered. So here comes Phelps back. Oh, bit of a squeeze from Giuseppe. Oh boy, I thought Giuseppe might be going around there, but he's fighting back on the outside, trying to. Nope.
And both of them going low. Giuseppe going high. Bit of ducking and darting going on there.
Yeah, they are not driving like they're only coming to lap 40.
Can't imagine how those tyres would be screaming out there at the moment.
Oh yeah, they've got to be in pain, especially since I imagine we're not that far away from pit stops, you know. Meatball for Tony Raffi. He was in the...
Yeah.
Oh, this might be our first tire meatball.
Yeah. There we go. So... I think we were about lap 11, lap 12 when we had the caution, so we're at that 30 mark now.
Yeah, well, this is going to be interesting.
Who's able to look after those tyres for a few more laps, and you know, is it going to be the tyre game rather than the fuel game?
And that's the thing, is you really can't tell who's been saving tires, because it really does look like people have been saving tires for the most part.
No, not the way they're racing up the front. So, been quite the race. I thought there would be a lot more saving going on than there has been, but everyone just wants to race at the front tonight.
Yeah, you love to see it. Certainly makes our job a lot easier.
Well, big breakaway there for the top 8. So, got a 6-second gap from the back of Wellman in 8th to Jacob Dean in 9th there.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how that happened. Just able to pull away. Sippy a little concerned about his connection, but seems pretty stable on our end.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd noticed anything there when he mentioned that.
See Giuseppe going defensive once again here. Phelps doing a good job keeping that momentum. They're gonna be alongside each other off of 4. This time Giuseppe's able to win out once again, and Phelps has to tuck in behind. But now potential crossover. Here comes Phelps to the inside now. Oh, and look at how close it is between Maiolo and Signor. Good gracious.
I was just watching a little bit further back. Matty Ray making the pass on Ryan Barber, and now starting to stretch their legs away from that pack of Tom Pritchard, Andy Barber, Scott McClintock. So maybe a little bit of saving going on back in this pack, and Matty Ray's had enough of that. And time to go.
My God. Oh, they're practically bump drafting a little wall contact during the 17.
I thought Sean was giving the wall a kiss then.
Meanwhile, Gary Willman is absolutely dropped off of this pack. He's now 2 seconds behind.
He did say he had some issues early on and didn't get much practice in either, so maybe he's just trying something else out. Well, he's got that big gap to everyone behind, but looks like we got our first pit stop coming in.
And I believe it is, yep, it's Wellman. Speak of the devil.
Undercut time.
Yeah, whoa! Near contact between Malone and Signore. Sean got the wall off of 4. And now here comes Adam, and here comes Rafi. Malone gets the pass done, and Craig looks like he's going to follow him. Rough last couple laps for 17 right there. You have to.
Oh, Davidson in the wall.
Contact. Oh, that is a lot harder than the wall contact we've seen tonight. That one you might have to be worried about.
Okay, Donnelly's on the inside. He's going to make that pass on Troy Davidson. We'll see how far that might drop Davidson off, or if he can hang on the back of the pack.
Yeah, can we see if there's any damage from that? Yep, we're getting a report that there is, in fact, damage on the front. Oh, Signore, he's bringing it in.
Well, here comes
Yeah,
the pit stops, James.
Yeah, the first of the front runners. You know, it makes sense. He was really starting to hemorrhage pace there the last couple laps.
It looks like Gary Wellman's pit bay. Wellman's already been and gone, so they're just having a chit chat.
Oh, Phelps in race leader. Maiolo as well, and looks like Malone. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Looks like they all made it in.
That's very generous of Maiolo.
Yeah, how cordial. In this league? I'm surprised. Whoa.
Well, if there was contact with... Oh. Well, that's one way to park your car in your pit box.
Yeah. Seems to be good enough, though. Since he's not trying to re-parallel park it.
Well, they're going to have to stop again. I wonder if anyone tries to do a little cheeky undercut on fuel, maybe. But I don't think it'd be wise.
No. You know, you're only going to be able to undercut so much before you're going to be absolutely suffering towards the tail end. Whoa, man. Saw Matty Raymond making so much ground up on Welsh. Oh, black flag for Jacobs, Walsh, Neal, and Adam Malone as well. He must already served it then, right? Okay, yep, he's already served it. And
Well, that's
Derek
gonna
Jacobs.
hurt for Malone being up there at the front.
The Watson curse strikes again.
That was like unison in my ears there. The Watson curse.
Oh no, Ruffy's getting up pit road
Greg
entry!
Ruffy,
Oh
big
my
lockup.
god! Wow.
One through one retro radio replay on that one, and a big drifty skid coming in the pit lane.
Of the people that I would have expected to make the mistake, he is quite low on that list. That is shocking from the former champ. Oh, and he got a black flag too. The hits just keep on coming.
Andy Barber into pit road this time, and getting a little bit of a wiggle on there too. Must be a bit of oil or something on there from one of the leaky cars.
Nah, there was some rain earlier and they just didn't dry the apron well enough. Oh no, Andy Barber, black flag. Oh.
That really didn't look like a bad pit entry though, did it?
No, it didn't.
Well, DJ's gone back to his other side gig on the OF channel, but he's parked that car up tonight. We might have to employ someone as our cameraman soon too. Kobe's kicking it in the background. Have a drink of water there, Cobes.
Well, pay no mind, just our producer fighting for his life right now.
If we're only focusing on Giuseppe Milo for the rest of the race now, then we know something's happened. We got a camera change, right? So we're good, James.
Yeah, perfect timing as you see 3 wide. Oh, hard contact for Maxfield. My goodness, it almost took Phelps with him.
Yeah, 2 laps down there for Maxfield as well. You don't want to be making those mistakes on the front pack.
No, you don't. So, just to update a few things, Donnelly was one of the latest, if not the latest, to pit, and he's currently sitting 6 seconds behind your race leader. But he has a pretty big pace advantage right now. So we're gonna get a big crash course on how well the overcut is gonna fare compared to everyone who has essentially done the undercut on the 41.
Well, we'll probably see that come more into effect probably in the next 20-30 laps, as it already looks like he's slowly closing that gap on Troy Davidson.
Yeah, but now all of a sudden he's just kind of stagnated for the most part. It looked like he was gaining, but now he's just kind of stayed around that 5.8, 5.9 mark. Saw someone get the wall there right in front of Raymond. I think that might have been Atkinson. Wow, these three have not left each other alone. See, Atkinson going low, almost onto the apron, trying to lead lap cars by. You appreciate that. And I think it might be time for us to get our first break in of the night, and so we will be back shortly.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uests.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Alrighty, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in tonight for round 10 here at Texas, the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series. While under break, we got another caution come out. And we'll go to a 131 retro replay on that one. So Nick Burling in the wall, and then unfortunate bystander there, Matty Ray, coming through and copped that one from Nick Burling. So,
Yeah, that's just like, if your car is that damaged, I understand, wanting to get out of the way, but at some point you have to realize that just kind of safely keeping it where it is a lot safer. Like, if you're going to do that, you need to be watching the relative a lot more, because the relative would have shown, hey, there's a car close to you. Don't do that. And instead, he tried the hard left to get out of the way and absolutely killed a innocent bystander's race. It's just, yeah, that just no words for that. Like, that was so preventable.
yeah, well, just picked up in that replay. But there looks like cut down on Maxfield there and got a little bit of a helping hand out the way coming out the corner, and sort of put him on the inside wall and then out to the outside wall there. And as you said, keeping that car out of the way, well, there's no better spot out of the way just to ride that wall around until it is clear to drop off the track there. But especially coming into a corner where everyone's going to be taking the inside to the corner and dropping straight into that inside line. Yeah, not the best there. So, very unfortunate there for Matty Ray, and pretty heartfelt there for you as well, bud. Right. Look at the wheel just spinning backwards. I don't know, how can that wheel even move when it's lodged right up there in the bonnet almost?
God bless iRacing physics sometimes.
Well, we got to laugh somehow, and thank you, iRacing. A couple of waiver rounds happening there. So, a few drivers getting a lap back. And probably a little bit of a splash and dash there for most of our field. Probably too early once again to change a set of tyres, but if no one did, they'd have that extra set. But again, you probably don't want to change it, so you might still have that extra up their sleeve still. Unless someone to jump the gun on that one and maybe take it early, because we'll probably need another pit stop, James.
Nah, that was a fairly lengthy run on tires, and tires are absolutely making a difference. So I think if you didn't take tires, you probably signing your death certificate there.
Yeah, just looking at that, probably about 20 laps there, I'd say. So you might be right. Could be meatballs coming if you didn't take tyres. If we went another 30-odd laps. But, pace cars off. Giuseppe to the green. Ruben Phelps alongside. Kate Donnelly up into the second row there as well.
Oh my God.
Ryan Barber getting a pretty good start there in behind Cade.
See, we're already 3 wide here. Kate trying to squeeze Sean right there.
We love drama.
Yep.
We could just put all the drivers on an island and just call it Total Drama Island, couldn't we? Like the cartoon, that'd be pretty funny. Could be a last man standing on the island though.
I would absolutely watch every episode. Oh, and these two, and almost contact between Cade and Barber. I think it's Ryan. This is a hornet's nest of a lot of cars that will not back down easily.
And Junior's there as well, looking like he wants to get in the mix of that.
Yeah, I very much included him in the drivers who don't back down.
Well, we saw Ryan Barber and Sean Signori going at it last week at Darlington, and they find each other again now here at Texas.
Yeah, and the battle those two had, that was incredible. They were racing each other hard, but it was some of the fairest racing that you'll come across. Like, it was an absolute blast to watch those two just absolutely try to outduel each other.
Give me a sec.
So you see Maiolo and Phelps. Well, Maiolo's actually pulled away from Phelps. Ruben has to worry about Donnelly all over the back of him now. CK's getting real racy. I'm surprised he didn't try to send a move right there. Throw it. Oh, here we go. Here comes Donnelly to the inside. Phelps going on trying to get the momentum, but it's not going to work. Cade up into P2.
Things getting racy up the front, James. Sorry, I just had to dip there for a sec.
That they are now. Sean and Ryan Barber once again battling. So we got a nice battle between, I think, Jacob Dean and Tony Raffi there, trying to break into the top 10.
Just looking at Perry Anastakis on the inside of Gary Wellman as well, trying to get that pass done. Been side by side now for a couple of laps. And Malone on the inside of Patton as well.
Yeah, you see Adam able to get the pass done. That caution worked out magnificently for him because now he is back on the lead lap and in the fray here, trying to outrun the Watson curse.
That curse is just going to be chasing him even faster now, isn't it?
Objects in your mirror are closer than they appear.
Well, if he can keep moving forward, then he'll be outrunning it, can't he?
Yeah, if he can survive with the top 5, that would be a monumental result. He's going to get by Perry up into P8.
And Sean Signori.
Oh, Maiolo and Donnelly, they're side by side for the lead. I think Cade's got it right now. He does. Oh, but he slided way up and holds on to it. Great job.
We've got a replay on that one, and Check out that
Wow.
pass.
Oh! So Maiolo hit the wall. Yeah, we might want to get a status report on the 992. That was a hefty hit.
Car looks pretty clean. I don't think it was maybe as hard as it looked.
Whoa, Patton almost smoked the wall. He just barely kept it off.
Well, Barber's through on Signori and Phelps. So Ryan Barber's coming up for the lead as well. Wants to get up the front there, lead a few laps.
Yeah, Junior was not happy last week, and rightfully so. Had that race all but locked up, late caution, and then Darlington happened and ended up, well, ways away from the top spot. So he's looking for some redemption tonight.
Still got about half a second there to Maiolo, who's pushing real hard on the back of Donnelly.
Yeah, running some interesting lines. You see, they're entering pretty high into the corner. They're kind of staying about in between the inside and the middle groove. So seems to be working for them so far, but I always get worried when I see cars spend an increasing amount of time on the outside just because of how much it's going to kill their tires.
Well, Kate's got the freshest tyres out there, so he might be trying to get everyone else to burn them up a bit more and see if that can work out to his advantage. But, oh, big there for Giuseppe onto Ryan Barber as Cade's going to open the door for them to both come through.
Oh, if he's going to open the door, or more so, they just kicked it down.
Phelps on the inside of Donnelly now. And Giuseppe and Ryan Barber side by side. Coming over the line.
Oh, you can tell by the body language of that car. Sean so wanted to take it 3, shoot the gap through the middle. Oh, see right here, Giuseppe slides up a little bit. They're almost leaning on each other.
You know what I find quite funny? Giuseppe's got the camo going, and with Ryan Barber, their cars just kind of camo together.
Yeah, you noticed that too, huh?
Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It sure does. But that right there didn't.
When two cars become one.
Whoa! They're leaning
trying to
on each
make it
other
one.
again! You see the tire smoke! They are literally leaning on the tires! This is incredible action, but you know it's probably gonna end in tears somehow.
Oh, another smack. There is no room to be given here.
Not a single inch, millimeter, whatever unit of measurement you want to use. There's none of it, no matter what it is. Oh no! Oh my God!
Welcome to the Ruben Phelps front show.
I don't know if Ruben wants these tickets anymore. He might be looking for a refund. Oh, meanwhile, Malone in the back making a big move on Wellman. Whoa!
I wasn't sure if that front nose was clear on the bumper, but here comes Phelps.
You and me both! Oh boy! Oh my god, Ryan! Oh, going for a move that I don't think he that sends Maiolo up the track. I don't know what gap Barber went for because I don't think there was a gap to go for. I think he just kind of used the apron a bit and made Giuseppe make a choice there. See Giuseppe on pit road right now.
Yeah, first to pit there, so he's getting out of that wild drama as the pack was looking very hungry behind him. As Giuseppe Milo and Ryan Barber were finding it out at the front there, the whole pack, the whole field was just coming for them. And now Phelps on the inside of Junior. He's going to make that pass done back to the front.
Wow, Maiolo, he's left.
Ooh.
Was there a meatball or anything?
Well,
Black flag.
Apparently.
Wonder if we might have got speeding or something. That's heartbreaking because that was a phenomenal race from Giuseppe Maiolo. Like, he already has a win in this in OzOvals, but that was looking to be his best ever race by far. That is a disappointing end to a phenomenal race from him.
Definitely, and was a very strong contender on taking that checkered flag tonight. And me going back-to-back picks too. But now that's just gone straight out the window.
Which means now the Watson curse is guaranteed not to finish the worst of the picks.
Well, the commentator's curse has got struck now, so if it's not the Watson curse, it's the commentator's curse, or...
Yeah, I mean, Adam is very much not safe still right now, but...
Do we get backup picks?
In that case,
we need to make that a thing, I think, backup picks.
In that case, I'll just pick someone already out of the race, so that way the Watson curse technically doesn't claim another victim. Meanwhile, Phelps and Barber are dueling for the win. You certainly haven't seen this a lot over the years, and certainly haven't seen this end in tears over the years. Oh my god! Saw Barber wiggling through the quad oval. Not sure if he got a little help with that. Phelps was quite close. He probably did. Malone running that inside, trying to see if he can get to the inside of Signor.
Well, how many laps are we into this stint now? I've kind of lost count on that one. 29, so probably another handful of laps we'll be seeing our pit stops unfold again, James.
Yeah. Say very close, but it all comes back to the age-old question, undercut versus overcut. We don't know how well the overcut's going to work, because obviously the caution came out before Cade was really able to use the fresh tires to make a huge gain on everyone.
We're sitting there in the top 5 at the moment. But, yeah, hasn't really done too much with that. So, don't know. It's a bit of a mixed bag at the moment on pit strategy and what's going to work. Looks like someone coming into pit road now. I just caught a glimpse of.
Think it might be. No, I'm not sure who it is.
Yeah, I thought it might have been one of the Southern Stars cars. So maybe Andy Barber, but
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but he's not continuing to. Okay, it is in fact Andy.
my eyesight wasn't deceiving me.
See Sean and Ryan recommencing their battle here.
You don't want to put that commentator's curse out on the Southern Stars boys with that one. But good to see them all in the top 10.
Absolutely.
$901 laps down. That's a very long race there, I think.
I don't know if I want to commentate a race that long. Oh, a little bit of Southern Stars contact between Malone and Barber. Honestly, not sure if there was neck code, but something definitely happened between the two to knock Ryan up about half a lane. I think Ryan has got to be the next car in. It looks like he's starting to lose pace. He's now about to lose another spot to Cade right here as Adam Malone jumps up into P2.
Yeah, nice pass there, done. Didn't get pushed hard there by Sean though.
He sure is.
105 of 25. Got another 20 to go. I'm going to be running these cars dry. But Kim Roffey's pitting as well, so surely our front runners can't be too far off, all making that dive to the pit road for the final time. Sean Signori all over the back of Malone's car, getting a bit loose even on the push. He's going to get the great run into turn one.
Yeah, as we're now 20 laps to go.
Ryan Barber going to come back through as well on Adam Malone.
See Barber. Oh boy, look how close they are. Here comes Cade, try to look to the outside.
Just waiting to see someone peel off the pit road, and it's the magic number.
Yeah, absolutely shocked that no one has brought it in. Whoa! Big sideways for Barber. I think he caught the apron or something. I don't know, but Cade had to check up big time.
Now there's Phelps in.
Oh, Phelps!
Well, with that little bit of a stretch lead over Sean Signori and that was a perfect time to come in.
And
looks like
Sean's
Malone
bringing
as
it
well.
in. And it looks like Wellman joining them too.
Hopefully no black flags this time round.
Barber, Signore bringing it in. I wouldn't be surprised if Cade follows them. Oh, black flag, Adam Malone again.
Jeez, Texas has been cruel tonight with black flags in pit entry.
Just when you think you're gonna survive the curse.
I'd love to know what all of those black flags are for.
Well, Paul, I think he's incurred a penalty of some sort, and that's why they're showing the black flag to denote that.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to give you a black flag, I think, for that one.
No regrets.
The first black flag for the commentator's booth.
The bigger surprise is that it hasn't happened sooner.
Well, that's going to change up the podium a bit more. Okay, Donnelly going to be running that one longer again. Surely he can't make it to the finish. We'll have to bring that car down pit road at some stage. And Nigel Patton hanging out there too.
I am very curious to see what the pit times are, because Wellman is well ahead of Ruben Phelps.
Yeah, I was going to say Phelps is not even in the top 10. Looking at that.
Yeah, Wellman is crossing the line now, and Phelps is just now exiting 4.
Well, we'll have a look at those pit times once we get through Donnelly's and Paddens, so we can stack up on the rest of the field. So we know Kate Donnelly ran that a bit longer as well, so we'll check in on his time. An 11:75 there for Cade, 11:47 and 3:4 for Troy Davis and Sean Signori. So some quick times there as well for those two. Wellman, you 12:55.
So let's see, pit lane time 47 compared to 39 for Wellman. So that is, I wonder what happened on that stop for the 06, because that is a huge time loss.
Go back a little bit. I'll see if I can spot that one. Because he did have a clear pit entry coming in, so.
And all of a sudden,
James,
I was going to say, all of a sudden, just like that, seems like he's down and out. Wellman is now knocking on the door of this race win.
Oh, no. He Phelps slid into his pit bay, and he was right on the edge of the back of the pit bay, so he wasn't quite far enough into his pit box. And then he had to roll in a little bit more, and then the car got jacked up. So although it was sitting in his box, it just wasn't quite in there enough.
That is heartbreaking and a huge point swing in the championship. Now he's looking for a miracle his way.
Yeah, very costly mistake there for a lot of positions and even a podium that could have been. Definitely hoping a caution will fly for Phelpsy.
Yep. Caution dance inbound.
Well, we've got 4 drivers battling it out at the moment with 10 to go. Ryan Barber, Gary Wellman, Sean Signori, and Troy Davidson. I don't know if Cade Donnelly will be able to make up that 2-second odd gap with those tyres with only 9 to go now.
Yeah, I think Kate just might have stayed out just a little too late. See Signore, who pitted a couple laps after these two, but for Cade. He's now challenging for the lead. He might just drive around both of them. See Barber holding strong as Signore and Wellman are side by side with Troy Davidson looking on.
Well, Sim Boys got 2 cars there, so the battle of Barber and Signori is going to help those Sim Boys out, and they'll be able to work together a little bit as well. Try and push and pull both of those cars through to the podium. Oh, Signori just rubbed the wall there.
Yeah, there was contact between those two. Nothing too untoward, just good hard racing. Oh!
Looked like Wellman just checked out of that one a little bit.
Yeah, I think it just shot up the track on him just a little bit and had to concede. Not worth risking a wreck. It's going to have a huge point swing here if he can just hold on to third and let these two throw haymakers at each other for the win again as we got 5 laps to go. Oh, I say that. Gary hasn't quite given up yet.
Well, Phelps is back into 7th, and he's got Tom Pritchard just in front of him. About a half a second there, so he's going to want to try and make up another position if he can.
Also, I wonder if Andy got himself another black flag because he retired not that long ago. Oh, Signore blinking out all of a sudden. Whoa.
Wellman to the inside, trying to get that push again from Troy Davidson to get by. Got the nose in front, but he really wants to try and get by Ryan Barber as well. 3 laps to go.
And this is exactly what Ryan wants to see out of his mirror, just these two holding each other up.
He's got to defend that inside line as well for Wellman, but it's going to give him a little bit of a pull through as well. So he's definitely got his eye on that rear view mirror as well.
Yeah, he just can't open the door even the slightest little bit, the slightest little crack, and Wellman's going to absolutely push it open.
And we've got lap traffic just ahead too.
And we got white flag.
White flag's coming. Troy Davidson, what's he going to do in behind here? Is he going to try and make a move for the podium? He's looking at the inside of Wellman.
Oh, no.
Oh, contact! Signori's through to the front. Contact with lap traffic.
No. Well, how about it, Sean Signore? Oh boy.
Ooh, yeah, they're not going to be a happy chappy there for Ryan Barber. Coming home in second, was looking good for the checkered flag. Well, that was a very exciting, but not in a good way, exciting finish there.
Yeah. This post race is gonna be a thing as Signore burns it down.
Well, oh no. We'll go to a quick ad break and we'll come back with our unofficial results. So stay tuned with us. Don't go away.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uests.com.au or call 1300 122 598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and thanks for tuning in with us tonight for round 10 of the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series. We've got the unofficial results. Sean Signori taking the win here, back-to-back wins. Gary Wellman coming home in second, and Troy Davidson third. Kate Donnelly fourth. Sim boys are lining up there. Tom Pritchard fifth. Ruben Phelps sixth. Kim Roffey seventh. Nigel Patton eighth. Perry Ann Starks ninth. Scott McClintock your top 10.
And in 11th, we have Jacob Dean, Barry Neal in 12th, Nicholas Walsh 13th, 14th, Ryan Barber with the unfortunate bad break at the end, and then Adam Malone top 15 with the Watson curse. It's there's definitely been worse races with that. Tony Raffy and Craig Raffy 16th and 17th. Jake Atkinson, Todd Maxfield, and Matty Raymond top 20. Andy Barber, Giuseppe Maiolo, Derek Jacobs, Nick Burling, Brad Fenley, Barry Donnelly, and Colin Bennett rounding out the field.
Alrighty, well, we'll take a walk to the TWRS Victory Lane, and we'll get these interviews on the road. So, up in the Everything Simulated broadcast booth, third place, Troy Davidson. How you going, Troy?
Hey, Jacko, what's going on, mate?
Oh yeah, not too much. Just living the dream as always. So, we third place there. You're sitting back there in fourth. Looked to the inside of Wellman there, but yeah, didn't think you were going to maybe have much for the podium there, and then everything unfolded in front.
Yeah, I was sort of just buying me time. I was watching me fuel too. It was sort of coming down a little bit, so I just wanted to, 10 laps out, I was just sort of taking it half easy and just making sure I had enough to run at the end there. And then it was always going to be hard. Gazza sort of was next to Sean, and wasn't a lot of room for me. But I thought I'll just watch this out for a few laps and see what happens. And I think I had a run just right on the very last sort of corner there, but obviously the lap car got in the way and tangled up Ryan, I think, and I managed to sneak through for a podium. So yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, well, the seas parted, and yeah, found your way to the podium. So you were looking pretty good there for the most part. I think you got some damage early on in the race, a little bit.
Yeah, the first stint. I was everything was under control, and it's just a track where if you just didn't concentrate for a split second, and I just I think 3 and 4, I just ran a bit wide and sort of thought I had the tyres under me to get through it, but I kept the throttle in her, and yeah, I hit the wall pretty square, so that hurt a bit, but it wasn't too far off a yellow after that. I pitched up after that.
Yeah, well, good to have you back in the booth once more and on the podium. So good to be happy with that, and it's a good drive tonight for you. So we'll let you have a shout out to your sponsors.
Jeez, Jacko, yeah, Sim Boys, United Electrical, Hot Toddy heating stalls, all the series sponsored, everything simulated, TWRS, Inside Lane Productions, the OzOvals series itself, and I guess most importantly tonight, just everyone that put the effort into doing the Anzac paints. It was awesome out there, I reckon. Everyone did a good job, so yeah, good on that.
Yeah, and shout out to I believe Kay Donnelly for doing your paints. They look pretty good out there too. So if it wasn't for the colour coding, then we wouldn't know who was who there. But
keeping you honest in the booth, mate, like usual.
Yep. Shout out to Cade for that one. So they look good, and yeah, once again, congratulations on 3rd place.
No, it was, mate. Yeah, Cade did a good job with them. They turned up real good. So yeah, cheers.
Alrighty, we'll let you go and celebrate that one.
Cheers, Jacko.
Cheers, mate. We'll pass you over to James for 2nd place.
Gary, James in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, James, how are you?
Well, you this race really turned around for you there. It looked like it might be a bad one there, but you were able to gain a lot of track position there on that final stop, and at least put yourself in contention for the race win tonight.
Yeah, that's it. I thought, there's an opportunity for a bit of an undercut, which I got because I'd saved a bit of fuel, so that was good. I could sneak out in front of a couple of those other guys and put myself in a good position, because yeah, all night it was a bit of a battle. I didn't really practice much because I was sorting out a few issues, and yeah, it took me kind of half the race to really even figure out the track. Really, I was watching a couple of those front guys, and yeah, by the time that second caution come out, I felt like I had the track sort of worked out and I could race to the end of it. But yeah, she was a pretty eventful finish there, eh?
Yeah, speaking of that, just take us through what was going through your mind on that final lap.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was pretty much going for second behind Ryan there, and trying to hold Sean on the outside. I figured I could do that. I'd be okay. And yeah, then all hell broke loose. It was a bit wild, and yeah, for a second there I thought I might have snuck through for the win, but yeah, that wrap car coming back across the track, and he wiped out 3 of the top 4 cars. So yeah, a bit disappointing that happens, but I mean, as long as he sort of learns from it, I guess. But yeah, it's disappointing for Ryan, particularly getting DQ'd there. But yeah, I guess I'll take second from all that. But yeah, just a shame they ended that way, really.
Yeah, but it was a huge point night for you. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Yeah, just congrats Troy and Sean on the podium there. Yeah, Sim Boys, thanks Kate for doing the paints for us this week. Hot Toddies, UES Group, and yeah, you guys for the broadcast, OzOvals, and yeah, all the league sponsors, and yeah, thanks everyone for turning up tonight.
Alrighty, Gary, we appreciate you, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Cheers, mate. Catch ya.
Alrighty, well, that was Gary Wellman, second place. And on to the man of the moment, round 10 winner here for Texas Motor Speedway. None other than Sean Signori. How you going, Sean?
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, pretty good. My house is safe, and I can afford another house now for you taking the win. So 18-1 odds, apparently, on winning tonight's race. So, yeah.
The odds makers, they didn't know me very well.
Well, apparently it was a shock you won Darlington too, looking at that. So you were saying earlier that Aussies can't run Darlington.
I never said that.
You sure?
I'm very sure. But Aussies can definitely run Texas because they had something for me tonight.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty wild show there. You know, had you and Ryan Barber meeting up again late in the race. He had a bit of a run in last week at Darlington, and he got another run in tonight.
You know, yeah, it was a great race between, you know, Ryan and Ruben and Giuseppe and, you know, so many different players up at the front tonight. You know, I felt like me and Ruben, you know, maintained our track position really well. Sucks that he had a little bit of a glitch on that final pit stop there at the very end and took him out of contention. And, you know, I was able to race with Gary and Troy and Ryan for the win there. And, yeah, it kind of was a great battle, honestly, between the four of us. You know, not much contact like there was earlier throughout the race with Ryan and maybe Giuseppe and a couple other fellas up front. But, you know, we had a good race for the win, and it all just kind of came undone on the last lap. And I kind of got lucky there. I will admit, got a little lucky, but I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take them where we can get them. And that was definitely a good race tonight, and hard fought one there as well, all through the whole race there with you. So I'll definitely be taking that win. It was much deserved, as others in the field probably deserved it too. So well done on the win tonight. So we'll let you have a shout out to your sponsors.
Yeah, again, shout out Burst Cloud, Raw Rolling Papers, definitely Burst Cloud. They helped me out with a lot of stuff here throughout with my subscription, things like that. TWRS provides great stuff for us to work with week in and week out. Check it out if you haven't. It's worth a look, especially if you are on iRacing. It's a great tool to have. Shout out you guys up here in the booth, put on a great show every week. Shout out Kobe, doing all this, putting it all together. Shout out the SRM boys, Maddie, Ruben, all the other fellows that are involved. Put a lot of work into their stuff, and it's a lot of fun to come out here and race with them. And shout out the rest of the top five. I think we all had a pretty good race tonight, and it was a lot of fun. So, you know, could have been a lot worse. I know there were some things that happened there at the very end, probably weren't too tasteful, but you know, it's racing sometimes, and feel for Ryan. Shout out him though, because he raced me pretty clean tonight. So content.
Good stuff there, and back-to-back wins. Congratulations on that one, and see if we see you next week again.
Maybe not. You're lucky I wasn't here for a full season. I definitely might have had something for that championship, but I'd like to, show up and kick some butt every now and then.
Well, championship's still young. We're only 10 rounds in. There's a few more rounds still to go, so you never know. If you win them all, you could be sitting at the top.
Yeah, maybe, especially if there's some bad luck throughout the field. Never know. Maybe the math says yes, maybe the math says no, but we'll check it out next week, maybe.
Alrighty, well, look forward to seeing you back on track with us again when you can, so hopefully that's next week.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Alright, thank you, Sean. Go and celebrate that win. James, that's another week done for us, and Texas definitely didn't disappoint this time around. It was a very action-packed race there.
Yeah, all of my worries on that one were quite unfounded, thankfully. That race was pretty wild. Yeah, kind of run out of superlatives to describe a race like that.
Well, yeah, it was a good one, and yeah, definitely hard fought. Some heartbreaks there as well for a few drivers, but No, the Anzac paints look good on track, and I think we probably have to give that one out to the SRM boys, to Matty Ray, I think, for those paint jobs. So a couple more extra vote there in the chat tonight from our viewers. So we'll go on the viewer count there, and we'll chuck that one to Matty Ray for that. So Kobe can hit him up for that one. But next week, round 11, Worldwide Technology Raceway. That's going to be a doozy. Can't wait for that one.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll cut it off there. We'll wish everyone a good week. Those that have an extra day off tomorrow, enjoy that one. And hope everyone has a good week, and we'll catch you next week. Have a good night.
You experience the silence and the serenity, but then the suspense builds as you anticipate a field of 600 horsepower V8s dominating on NASCAR ovals. This is the OzOvals V8 Supercar Oval Racing Series. Are you ready?
And we are under green here at Phoenix Raceway. Oh, blown motor. Stick a fork in him, he's done. A little bit of karma being served up there, I think. Oh, they've taken each other out there across the infield. This has been tragic.